On a hurricane. Here I am. No, 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 no. Oh, I forgot the lyrics. Well, if you're from the 90s, to remember Metallica, Scorpions, Aerosmith, man, good old days. And look at the music now. Anyways, let's not get lost, ladies and gents. And my AI engineers and friends, welcome back. The last video I did was almost 10 days ago, and I was losing touch with the AI space. I was like, no, 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 can't happen. Matter of fact, I can do a video almost every day, believe it or not. And I do videos on other channel. I don't want to cross promote right now. And let's just focus on AI, which is actually the most useful thing. Thinking about crypto, gambling, casinos, come on. You can't beat. I mean, versus that with AI, at least if you can use AI as a like being more productive and do something for humanity, like be more, deliver value and whatnot, create value, I'd rather say. This is the space we need to focus on. And yeah, let me know in the comments, how often do you want me to do videos? How about twice a week, maybe? I'll try to be, well, I just do it impromptu, to be honest. Maybe I'm going to polish in the future. As of now, no plans. But again, I don't want to waste your time. I'll do my best to stick to the point, right? And what am I doing here on MidJourney? By the way, I'm about to quit this. Yeah, it's sad. Before I come back to this, let me show you something. All right, stay tuned. Another social experiment. Kinda didn't work out as expected. YouTube is a very funny game. And yes, I do experiment with quite a few things. I'll explain what I did with this. And believe it or not, because I can't do too much. Like these are experiments. But if somebody took this as a daily thing, like a daily job or whatever, a mission, and produces chunks out videos like at least 3-4 times a day and changes the thumbnails, I think you can make it happen. And these views don't mean nothing. And we can change this to shorts. Shorts get a lot of views. Anyway, stay tuned. I think I'm going to do this next. And I'll explain exactly what I did. All right, how I created this video. It's a little different than the previous one. This is also like a podcast style. Automated. Everything is automated. What I mean by that is AI. So stay tuned. Now, coming back to this, why am I quitting MidJourney? Wow, it took me quite a while, a bit to come to this topic now. All right. Last time, well, when was the last time I used MidJourney? I have no idea. That's the thing. That's the thing. Ask yourself, how many tools did you buy and you're paying for, like every day, monthly, yearly, that you don't use? And even if you use, is it like a bang for the buck? Like, are you getting a return? Are you selling something to somebody? Like, or are they collecting dust? So in this episode, I just want to, let's say this is a social experiment, which actually will benefit you. Might not make you a lot of money, but at least will help you reevaluate whatever the tools you're paying for, so you can save some money and understand where we're going with this. Because to be honest, personally, I don't make any much from my channels, right? I just get my tiny paycheck, and I can't afford paying the $200 to OpenAI anytime soon. Not working, unless I can actually do something with it. Unless that brings me at least $400 in return or $500. You get the point. So if you, OpenAI came out with the DeepSeek, the research, all these things recently. I can show you that. It's $200 per month. Exactly. That's why, not the DeepSeek, the research stuff, the deep research, what just came out with recently. And the Open 3, the High, Mini, they would never come out if DeepSeek didn't knock on the door. And I wanted to do a podcast, honestly, discussing all the stuff that happened recently with Larry Ellison announcing and $500 billion target. Maybe I'll do it probably before the end of the month. No. Hold on. We're just Feb 4th now. This seems like a podcast. Crazy, right? The only reason I do without the face here because it's easier to talk with the screen, so I can teach you stuff easier, hands-on. Right? So again, I can get as like I like to do things a little differently, totally transparent and raw, showing myself authenticity. And that's how I am, right? In the real life, this is how I talk. That's about it. I don't want to make up anything. There's no script. I really have no plans for scripts. And that's how it is, okay? So if you like this kind of stuff, stay tuned. So yes, I had to tell you this because if I was making millions, my channel doesn't make any money, so I have to reevaluate my finances, and things are getting tough. Look at what's happening in the economy and all this, right? It's all revolves around AI, politics, crypto. Everything is like go hands in hand. Just look at this, right? So right now, I don't remember when was the last time I used MidJourney, and I've been paying 500 something a year. $500 a year, man. And they're about to charge me again in 2 months. So this is not working, meaning they are so cool. They're awesome. But I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to use next month. Then again, I'm going to use after that. After it doesn't happen. All right. They have some cool stuff. The new features they just implemented recently. The web version, editing. I canceled my Photoshop. I after like years, I canceled my Photoshop. I don't use as much. So why? That's the thing. Not because I hate them. Okay, if this was free, so-called free, if I was an early bird, if you remember, man, that's like a luck. If you're an early bird, early adopter, and you have the grandfather account, and that's like a hit or a miss. But if that happens with a good software, man, it pays off in long term, like for 10 of the losses. All right. So look at this, all the updates. I just turned this on after several months. Probably the last time I did was like 6 months ago, and I'm paying $500. So now, coming back to this, let's close everything, right? Let's see. How do we do this? What kind of tools do you pay for? That's the topic. And how much are you paying per month for your AI tools? And how much return are you getting? So I like Opus Pro. Okay. So I'm paying for Opus. And unfortunately, Opus has this credit limit. And I did say I'm going to do a video on this. I love this tool. I actually use a lot of it. This is the thing. I use ChatGPT a lot. So it's worth it. It's bang for the buck. DeepSeek, sure. I'm just playing with it. And stay tuned. I'm going to do a video on DeepSeek. I just installed it, all the version. They have the image generation, whatever. I'll explain the pro and cons and what kind of CPU and all that stuff you need. Okay. I have two GPUs, two systems. Anyway, stay tuned. I don't want to get it all over the place right now. So I want to know what kind of tools you use and you pay for, how much you pay for. And like I said, so Opus Pro is very useful. It has basically the credit system. And if you run out of credit, you can again renew it. So I'm paying about, let's see, 200. No, it was 157 or something. And I'm going to give you a rough figure right now. All right. Opus Pro. This is $157. That's the, all right. This is yearly per year. Okay. And then second, I'm paying for ChatGPT. And I don't think I can go to the 200 level, man. That's just sad. They should give me access. I mean, come on. I'm a tiny YouTuber. So it's really hard. So that's like $20, okay, per month. And then I'm paying for 11 Labs. This is another tool, which is a hit or a miss, which I'll explain later. Because the credits roll over for 2 months, but it's just too much. Meaning I'm not using as much. So my credits just gets wasted. For after 2 hours, they expire. Again, I get charged. I'm like, just can't keep up, to be honest. All right, but I'll show you a few things that you can do with it. If you really use it, okay? For example, this one, yep, used 11, not 7-Eleven, used 11 Labs for the voice clone. So stay tuned, okay? 7-Eleven. Man, these names can't be original than that. All right, 11 Labs. All right. And then 11 Labs, I'm paying $22. Whatever that, I think there's a second tier, 22 per month. Because that gives you the commercial and all these, and extra pro voice and all that. All right, so I have this, I'm paying for Runway ML. And I'm not putting MidJourney here because I'm canceling this. But these, I'm going to keep it. ChatGPT, 11 Labs, at least I'll keep it for now. Runway ML. Now, another problem with Runway ML is I'm really not using as much. That's another thing. But Runway ML is pretty useful. It has motion tracking and few other better. I could keep it as just a video editing tool, only if I use it as much. But then they have this limit, credit limit per month for producing the videos. If you remember, I've shown all the examples. So maybe refer to them. But yes, it's a useful product. I think this is, it's worth it. It's not that expensive. I think it was like about 127 or something dollars a year. Okay, around that. 127. And what else do we pay for? Come on, come on. Yeah, so Opus Pro, and I also use Publer. But the thing is, if Publer, they have this monthly thing for X. So Flicky, One Time, Opus, Publer, Puppetry, Wave, Kateb, Early Bird, so obviously 11 Labs, Stencil. No, this is okay. I'm paying for vidIQ. I see. So I'm paying for vidIQ, but I plan on canceling it. I don't want to keep vidIQ. Just too much. or maybe I'm going to keep it for a while and then have the tube something. But however, Opus Pro, all right, we have 157. We have ChatGPT 20. So 157 per year is pretty decent for me. But this thing, ChatGPT 20 plus 22, and yeah, for image generation, by the way, Clip Drop. Yes, I use Clip Drop, which is, you could use the free version, that which is the stable diffusion. Clip Drop is very useful, which helps me remove background and do a few things. Okay, so this one I think is yearly is about 80 something dollars. I'll just put it at $89 yearly. Okay, so now if you really think about it, you can say this is per year, 20 per month, which would be 120 per year, right? 22 per month is like almost 220, around something like that, right? So 100, 200, well, that's 300, 400, 500, 600, almost 7, let's say almost 800 roundish, or let's put it to 900. I'm sure I have another tool or something which I'm forgetting. I have to go figure it out. But however, let's just put it like this. So almost $900 a year. Almost $900 a year. And these are just basic. I really don't want to cancel MidJourney. I really want to keep it. But think about this. If I had MidJourney, then add another $500 here. Imagine an average Joe, all right, like me, making like below the poverty line salary, like 20,000, 25, let's say 30,000. And I'm paying more than 1,000 for this AI tools. And if you think I cannot become the next expert and actually, do something good to get out of my so-called 9 to 5 grind, which is creating videos and not being profitable, then AI is useless. Okay. So yes, Opus, I love it. I use it for shortening. I'll show you what I'm doing with Opus. Okay. ChatGPT, very useful for everything else. You either use ChatGPT or you can cancel and use DeepSeek because it's free. But again, I'm using the GPU. And that's about it. So 20 is reasonable. I like it. And then 11 Labs, I like it. So far, so good. As a voice. So I have a voice, have the chat GPT thingy, and the Runway ML is the video stuff. Very cool though. And Clip Drop is like all kind of features. It's a quick tool. You see that? All of them are very unique to some extent, but also goes hands in hand. Opus is more of like video shortening and editing. Chat GPT is like all round text-based and stuff. Also can give you images. Clip Drop can give images though, to some extent. Not excessive or not even nothing compared to MidJourney, but I'm satisfied so far. I don't really need it. If you're a graphic designer, you probably need MidJourney more than anybody else, 100%, right? Probably. Or if you're a video editor, you probably will need one of the video tools. But if you're like more of a content creator, all-rounder, I like to be like totally generalist. I always say this, I don't believe in specialist. Be a generalist, man. When somebody gives you something, you're like, no, I don't know this because I don't have the PhD. Instead, you know what? I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's my kind of Sigma. You know what I mean. So anyways, that's the thing. If you look at all the tools here, all these make up the whole thing. And the other tools you can see here, all these, by the way, I got in early. The puppetry, yeah, I got, what do you call, early adopter, grandfathered. I really don't use as much, but I'm going to show you exactly what they do, okay? And I use them. So these are the only tools I pay for with full transparency. And I am sure I'm forgetting something. So I used to pay for a couple others. And then there's Kling, there's all this new VO, whatever this coming, Google Gemini. I mean, you can't use so much. That's why I'm doing this video. I'm just curious to know that we all consume so much of AI. How much money are we willing to even spend on the tools? This is just the beginning. And imagine, instead of this 200 per month on ChatGPT, I was paying 200 per month. Yeah, now you tell me, what is that? 2,400? No, my math doesn't work. But you get the point. That's insane, isn't it? So if you were paying like almost $5,000 or some $6,000 per year on AI tools, and you're making like $30,000, $40,000 salary or whatever, or if you're living in other part of the world, in whatever, India, Philippines, Bangladesh, Singapore is fine, I guess, in currency wise, you know what I mean. And you convert this to your currency. Imagine that. Pretty wild. Even in Canada, your currency is going down. No disrespect, but you know, which means Canadians will pay, if we are paying in US dollar, like 5,000, Canadians are paying double almost. Yeah? Think about that. Nobody talks about it. But who? Yours truly. The elite system. Yeah, because everybody's out there shilling their own ding-dongs. on the affiliate, whatever, that they don't even use. Sponsorship this, sponsorship that, AI this, AI that. Man, get the F out. Anyways, ladies and gents, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time, and stay tuned for the next video, all right? What are you watching? Go. But by the way, subscribe before you leave, okay? All right, I'm out.